Welcome back. Welcome back. What's going on, good people? Hope everybody's having a great day.
Yo.
This is the Dachopteam. I have
Seth the Dark Child.
With Twin Zinc, of course, right? And then one to throw back first original guest of the show.
Yes, sir. Chunky the Don.
Chunky the Don. He back.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing?
Hope everybody's doing good today. It's Sunday, so if we're in the middle of conversation talking and we pause or you hear an outburst because we see some football stuff happen, it was pretty good. We're that dedicated to you. Even on Sunday, we still putting the show together and bringing some guy talk from the barbershop, you know?
Yes,
and once again, the episodes drop every Monday, 7 a.m. on all major platforms. Also, you want to tune in to the live recording. We do every Sunday at 3 p.m.-ish. You know that, folks. 3 p.m.-ish. Barbershop, you know. On YouTube, Just follow the Dachopteam. Make sure the notifications turn on, and you'll get a notification when we go live. But here we are.
Yes, sir.
So, Seth the Dark Child has a good topic he want to talk about today. I think we all going to talk about it, of course. But go ahead and get it rolling, sir.
Well, listen, I've been told recently that I am an antagonist. That I purposely set out to cause confrontations and disagreements. But I've also come to the conclusion that not one person, not one critic has ever called me a liar. Why? Because I've chosen to simply confront what I find to be what I find and prove to be inaccurate information. I don't just let it stand for the sake of letting it stand. And for some odd reason, that's antagonistic. Who knew? So, today I wanted to say I call a truce. I call a truce. And you want to drop the definition of truce so you'll know I do not surrender or concede. I call a truce.
And this is Truce, truce. Okay? Make sure we understand. Truce. Not truth. Truce. An agreement between enemies or opponents to stop fighting or arguing for a certain of time.
Exactly. With that being said, I don't know how long. Maybe just the rest of December and go ahead and have a good Christmas.
And go into the new year resolution,
Exactly.
maybe a new different topic, Seth the Dark Child.
But like I say, I just to set the stage, I had a conversation with a young woman. And this is the gist of it. This is the actual analogy I used.
Oh.
I said, let's say that your favorite color is blue. My favorite color is orange. And that we have, before we can have a conversation and move the conversation forward, regardless of our preferences, we need to be able to agree that certain things are true, aka what color is the sky? The sky is blue, right? So regardless of my preference for the color orange, I have to be able to acknowledge the fact that the sky is actually blue. She proceeded to tell me, I don't care what you're saying. I'm not going to change my mind. I had nothing I could say to that, because if we can't come to
agree to disagree?
Not even agree to disagree. Some things have to be factual, foundational, before you can even go anywhere else. I have to be able to, in spite of my preferences, say, okay, yeah, the sky is blue.
Maybe she was looking at it during the nighttime.
Okay, even at night, the sky is in the dark is black.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still have to be able to say it's black, but if the sun was shining, it would be blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, preference. It might be orange at sunset when, oh my God, and that just, anyway, I'm tired of having the same conversations over and over. I want a break. I want to enjoy my holiday. So I call a truce.
Facts.
Y'all can wallow in y'all ladies, and I say this once again, here's that antagonist. Ladies, you can wallow in your ignorance all you want for the rest of 2021. I'll give you that. Matter of fact, I'll help you wallow in it. I guess the sky is not going to be blue-ish or whatever. I don't give a damn. You can have what you want for the next 14 days.
Actually, 19.
Right.
31 days,
See,
right?
God,
19 more days. You can do what you want to do, say what you want to say. It's okay.
in spite of what we know to be fast. But yeah, I just want to. That's why we call him the Truce today. I got different reasons, and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
What you think, bro? Can you agree with me calling the Truce?
Yeah, I can agree with you. I think I need to call a couple of truces myself too, because I mean, I guess the year of 2021 is the year of the feelings.
I guess
so. A lot of people be in their feelings this year, and I don't know it's because of the pandemic. I mean, it could be because of the pandemic, because of our previous predecessor or the president that was in power. So a lot of people are in between that riff and raff. Where they're not too sure they playing the fence or not. Let's call it a truce. I understand you're on this side of the fence. I might be on this side of the fence, but I'm willing to meet you here, just for now.
just for now.
Just for now.
Yep. And once again, it ain't about being right, because I put my square on the side of facts. It ain't my opinion. Anyone who calls me an antagonist and think that I'm there to argue or whatever, honestly, even if you don't like what I say, pull out your phone and Google it. I might be, and I'll be honest, I might be off. My percentages might be off. My numbers might be off a little bit, but I am nowhere near far enough off for anyone to look me in my face and say I'm deceitful. I dare you. I challenge you to call me deceitful.
You're deceitful, sir.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. What am I deceiving you about?
You're deceitful in telling these people the truth, or
How do you put that sentence together? How do you
Easy.
tell the truth and be deceitful at the same time?
because it's your truth and not theirs.
But
So,
it's not my truth. Google it. I'm telling you what factual, provable things say it's the truth.
But what he said is something that
Okay.
they always say. Like, anytime you have a conversation, debate, whatever case may be,
Mm-hmm.
and you speak on a certain topic, whatever it may be, men this, woman that, whatever case may be, it kind of falls in the same category as the shaming topic, right?
Okay.
Shaming. That's your truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you see. That's the people that you're around. Not that you have access, not that you don't have access and resource to many people in conversational world. It's based on, well, that's the people that you're around. That's
Right.
not for everyone. So how do you know that if you're not around everyone neither then? If I can't be around everyone in the world, and that's my truth, but you speaking for everyone saying that's not true for everyone, so are you around everyone too?
I mean, I guess I'll do what y'all do. I mean, I am around everyone because we're all one family and we all live on the world. So yeah, I'm the same as the other 8 billion people, and I think what they think. Oh, God, that almost gave me an aneurysm.
hence, that's why I said it's your truth.
Okay.
Because to them, they rather not research what you have spoken about,
Okay.
and rather be on some other thing that society has been naming now. With the certain alphabet gangs, and then the certain it's this day, it's Cousins Day, is that they rather do research on
Brother
that.
Day,
Yeah, or,
Dog Day. Where these days come from?
Right. So it just basically is that if they want to believe it, they believe it. If not, they feel like you've deceived them.
Okay. But once again, we can keep doing this. That's why I call the truth. Listen, I'm not getting off of. I choose violence, and I do not mean physical violence. I mean that I choose to confront false information if it's presented to me if it's presented to me in any situation. I'm not even gonna say. I don't care if I'm at church, because I don't go to church, but I would. I don't care if it's across the table from my mama. BS is BS, and I'm gonna call BS out. We're not doing that. But you can enjoy your holiday. You can. We're done for the year because I'm just want to have a good time. But I mean, I'm just saying, brother. Here's the facts. Here are some facts that get
All right,
argued about.
Let's get to it.
Couple. Men and women have equal rights when it comes to reproduction. Fact or fiction?
You said we have equal rights?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, see, I agree with that. No. See how that go? What? But and I know I'm sitting at the table with two men, so I expected us to say that.
Nah.
But I'm willing to sit across from women and have a debated, spirited conversation that does not end up the way I want it to, because you will never get them to agree that that's not factual.
I just say this to kind of debunk that we have equal rights. If you're pregnant, if the woman gets pregnant, boom, right? We know, they both agree. Everybody knows that she's pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. I can say, no, I don't want to have the baby. Mm-hmm. I can even give the money to do it, X, Y, Z. Mm-hmm. And that's all I can do at that point.
Yep.
As far as the lady goes, she has a choice if, one, she can keep it or do it. Even if you give her the money and do X, Y, Z, she still has a choice of doing it and not doing it. Mm-hmm. So that alone says there's no equals right there. That's okay. In argument. You can't debunk that. I can't make you not do something. I cannot make you not do it. Right?
Right.
Not saying it's right or wrong. The point is that you have the options. I don't. All I can do here's the money, and that's it. I mean, there's a famous TikTok out there, or everybody on social media now. There's a TikTok out there with a guy. He's sitting there playing his video game, whatever, and talking about how he had her like this, and he said meat to meat. He took the rubber off, and he's still throwing it back hard, or whatever. And he just listened to her, talk to her, and you left the money in the dresser, right? He's like, yeah, I left the money in the dresser, and then she was like, oh yeah, but I didn't go. You left money in the dresser. I went and got my nails done. Then the dude got out real quick, like, what the hell? So moral of the story that even though he can give her the money and tell what she should do, or the funny thing is they agree, all right, listen, we're going to do X, Y, Z, here's the money, blah, blah, blah. That's a verbal agreement, right? Mm-hmm. Money, we're going to X, Y, Z. See, at that point, you know what? When I got there, I had second thoughts and X, Y, Z, and, I kept it. When I got my nails done, you know what I'm saying? Got some clothes done, and that was it. And we're going to have this baby.
Even though verbal agreements are held up in court.
Man.
Well, but they only held up in court if your rights were being respected equally. But if your rights aren't being held up equally, then forget that. What you want me to put the baby back in?
Yeah,
that would be reasonable. But once again, I'm calling the truth. But that's the kind of stuff. That's one topic.
Right. Go ahead. What's the next one?
I mean, another one. Okay, student loan forgiveness. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that there are almost $2 trillion in student loans. Men hold, I think the number is 1/3 of that, so that'll be $700 billion.
Okay.
And women hold the other 1.2, 1.3 trillion. Of that, let's be honest, I found this out recently. Black women have 22% more student loan debt than white women. If it was broken down in half, black women would have about $800 billion in student loan debt compared to white women. I only bring that up because, there are like 10 million black women and like 90 million white women. But hey, let's forgive it. But they don't want to forgive it for everybody. Only certain professions. I mean, teachers should get forgiven their student loans. Nurses should get forgiven their student loans. Wait, what about the engineers and the doctors?
I was just about to say that because
Just saying, but you think? Can you agree that men need their student loans forgiven the same as women?
Yes,
you can agree to that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it should be equal across the board. Everyone should get their loans.
Ditto.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care if you're black, white, whatever it may be. If you have student loans and X, Y, Z, hey, I want my forgiving.
Amen.
Hell, mine's been paid off. Hey, I want a refund forgiving check.
I like it. Imagine if Vivica Fox was sitting here. You think she'd agree with that?
I don't know.
Because we seen her with Ice Cube. She couldn't even agree to be black. Aren't women included in black women? Isn't that Ice Cube
black people?
Question?
Black people.
Yeah, aren't women included in black people? What did she say?
Well,
I remember her saying something like no.
Yeah. The argument was when Ice Cube had a contract with America, right? Mm-hmm. And the main point that on the was it Black Soul?
Yeah.
Black Soul on the big station
Fox
channel.
station.
On Fox.
Fox.
There we go.
Fox Soul.
their biggest gripe, and it was him, one guy only, with 3 other women. So that way was a set by itself. But anyway, regardless, he manned up. He did what he had to do. The problem that they pulled out of the, I don't know, maybe 200 pages document, whatever, is that that Ice Cube did not identify to say what black females would get in the whole thing that he brought out. What he said in his document, he said black people, meaning that's everyone, male, female, trans, whatever case may be. If you're a black person, you fall into the agreement. And the problem they had with it is that he didn't say what black females should get. I said, but you're black people, so you will fall in this. You're a black person, you will get this, and that's where he's coming from as far as.
No, she's not. She's brown skinned. I guess that's what she meant by that.
Yeah,
I mean, she's like, it's like I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Right? Like what?
Okay.
Hey, I just say, regardless of your preferences, you have to be able to agree that the sky is blue, right?
Yeah.
If you can't agree on that, we can't have a conversation at all, regardless of your preferences, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just two. Let's see. What's the third one? Oh, hey, remember when Sachs or whatever gave $10 billion?
You talking about Goldman?
Yeah, so Goldman Sachs gave $10 billion to basically black women.
Mm-hmm.
You think men should have gotten part of that?
No, because we don't have breasts.
Oh, wait. Yes, we do. I mean, they don't get to be tata. We got nipples and everything.
They're called pecs, sir. Pecs.
No. In doctors call their breast. You have the nipple on the little point. They ain't as fun as the other one.
It's pectoral, sir.
No. Those are breasts. I'm just saying the design is the same. They just ain't the same.
Right.
Deliciousness.
Pause. Right. I get what you're saying. Continue.
Cause like we got hips, but their hips and our hips aren't the same hips. I mean
that's true.
Okay,
but
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but say continue.
So because they have the same thing we had, they still got money. We didn't, because one of my friends sent me an article yesterday about
Triggered.
they're trying to give $850 to how many 600 black women
Yes.
for the next 2 years.
Yes, in Atlanta, right here in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, just to try to see if that helps combat income inequality.
Mm-hmm.
How is giving $850 to 600 women
Per month.
per month
Not
for
just-
2 years
Yeah.
going to combat income inequality?
So what county are these women living in?
I think it just said Georgia.
Yeah, but it's gonna be based on where they live too.
Yeah, it'll probably be in the metro area. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, DeKalb and Fulton. So, I mean, but seriously, you don't. Does that seem right?
Oh, I guess no black women live out, in the north. Feel what I'm saying? That's how they talk down here, the north. So, so I guess no black women live in Gwinnett County.
It might.
Oh.
I mean, but
Walton County? No.
no, ain't nothing. We don't own that one. No,
Okay.
I mean Gwinnett, Metro, Clayton County, Henry County, but Banks and Walton. Nah, it's not black people there.
Cool.
I mean,
I just want to make sure.
And the thing is, we don't have a problem. I don't think anyone has a problem with anybody getting money, right? But I feel, it should be that everyone should be able to get money. Everybody should get assistance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like to have additional $850 per month.
Listen, I know it's supposed to be a trial program, but I still can't see how giving it only to that particular subset of individuals.
Oh yeah, and they outline it too. They say in Georgia provide more than 600 black women across the state with $850 per month for at least 2 years. A community-based organization administration the program.
How do you justify it? It isn't even broken down by gender, because you could say black and white people. You broke it down by race and gender to give it only to this subset of individuals. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just want to understand that why is that right?
Well, basically you're saying you want it to be equal opportunity.
Yes.
Which is something I can agree on.
I said that's all we asked
So
for.
we can agree to that.
Yeah, I agree.
See,
I agree.
I'm
It should be
saying
equal.
this is
That's all.
I'm just saying the truth.
I'm happy they're getting it. Can we get some too?
I'm saying
That's all.
I know some homeless people. I know some brothers who need it. They listen. This isn't a race to the bottom for the Victim Olympics. It just seems that a certain subset has taken the trophy for the Victim Olympics, and they'll take it with both hands out. Once again, I call it a truce, so I'm gonna try to be reasonable without pointing finger. But this ain't a good look, because it seems like the benefits that you're getting from the government, when a man, that headline, that's a bad headline personally, because it's designed to be divisive. They purposely wrote that to make people upset. If my sister got the money, that's cool. My sister probably needs the money. It doesn't justify the fact that this another guy who just happened to be in the same neighborhood can't get it. What makes my sister special? It ain't because she had kids, because once again, I'm always going to say this. The benefit of the doubt with kids is that's over with too. Why are so many quote unquote black women single mothers? At one point, you get down to choices. Not every dude I know that got kids that isn't with the baby mama is paying child support. So regardless of the stuff that I hear with the other stuff, y'all actually found dudes financially capable of paying child support. That means they weren't a bum.
So that means why wouldn't you try to work the relationship out?
Oh, but see, that sounds reasonable. I like that. As a truce, I would second that notion. Why aren't we working those out? Once again, Victim Olympics. As I told somebody, which didn't end well, women break up boyfriend-girlfriend relationships 80+% of the time. Women leave dudes. Women file for divorce 80+% of the time. These are all stats you can research. So men aren't making single mothers. Women are making single mothers.
Themselves single mothers.
Oh, but we have to agree that the sky is blue for that to happen. See what I'm saying? See, I'm just saying that even when I'm trying to say it's a truth, I don't care what my opinion is. I'm saying I can pull up all the stats and figures. We can go to the CIA website. We can go to the FBI website. You can go to the blackdemographics.com. You can go to the Census Bureau. This ain't my opinion. This is me repeating numbers on paper that thousands of other people compiled over time.
And people volunteered to give.
Yeah.
And once again, we know, and the funny thing is when people, when it comes to statistics, people will say, well, that's not everyone. Great. You're right. It's not everyone, right? But for the people who did get information, we got to go with the data that was given to us. If you want, it's like when somebody, that's like every year or every couple of years we got to vote, but everybody don't vote, right? Well, basically who wins, we don't say, well, he only won because 80% of the people didn't vote. No, they go with the people who voted. And basically who voted becomes the winner. So based on the statistics that we bring up, based on the people who decided, hey, I'm going to give my information about X, Y, Z. So we're going with the statistics. It's just that simple. And the thing is that with anybody, not just us, with anybody speaking on the statistics, they're coming from a place of, I did research. These are the facts. This is not how I feel. It's not, you know what I'm saying? This is not what I feel. This is not what I see locally. Remember? Oh, your circle. No, this is what this is what was given to everybody who lived in the United States of America. This is the data was given. You know, when they do a little census thing, you fill it out and send it back. That's where some of that data comes from.
Yes.
But I'll go let it continue.
I mean, you know.
I mean,
I'm just saying sometimes, people are very uninterested in knowing the facts, so they would think that your website that you went to is a fake website, a made up website. So, I mean, you have to drop the correct jewels in their mindset. So tell them to go on Twitter. Maybe they might find that information because that's a site that does a lot of that.
I can't imagine Twitter as a research choice would be reasonable.
Are you still living in this generation right now, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but
So we
I'm
agree.
sorry.
We agree
I
on that one?
live in this.
Oh, okay.
I was born in another decade when we had.
Correct.
Listen.
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm just saying, ladies.
Hold up.
No, ladies, gentlemen. There was this thing called when I was a kid. I think it was called books. Books. That's the word I'm looking for.
There we go. Hold on. Where were majority of the books at?
Well, books were in this building.
Uh-huh.
I know you know what it is.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with an L and ends with a Y.
Liberty?
No.
Oh, okay.
A library.
Library.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
But even if once again, I'm old. So when I was a kid, no, not even when I was in college, and even years after that, even with my kids, I was told they couldn't use Wikipedia for homework assignments. Okay, cool, because I had encyclopedias.
Well, I just about to say that. I had that on the tip of my tongue. Pause.
I did.
All them big ass books.
Yeah.
But also,
Boy.
let me ask a question. A lot of times when you were doing homework, because you went to college, correct?
I did.
You went to
Yeah,
college
yeah.
too. What part of the campus were you at when you were doing most of your homework?
Mostly the library and the student center. But
okay.
when I needed information, I went to that. I can't always remember the L word. What you just say?
Library.
Okay, thank you. I
Thank
couldn't
you. I just
always
wanted to make
remember. I'm
sure,
getting
'cause-
old.
Library's pretty big too. They had upstairs, downstairs. They had quiet rooms. They had little computer rooms. The computer store came in the picture.
They even had this thing they used to keep in the basement in case you needed some really, really old facts. I think it was microfiche.
Yeah.
Remember those things?
Yeah.
Where you needed some old facts.
Yeah, to put the reel on the
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
black
remember
on, turn off the lights.
But and like I said, my kids were told they couldn't use Wikipedia for homework assignments. Cool. So now they can. I didn't know this. You can use Wikipedia for homework assignments now.
They can?
Yeah.
But wait,
Depend certain things. It ain't because they don't care where you get information from.
I know, but one thing about Wikipedia, it does have good resources, but I can go on Wikipedia and type some stuff up right now and it'd be up there.
yeah, you're like
You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
can put some facts up there. He can put some facts up there. I can put
Yes.
some facts up there, and it's going to be stated as facts.
That I agree.
Mm-hmm.
The point, but I mean, I'm sorry. The kid. I'm not telling you that the teachers say they can. The kids go there.
Right.
So that's the same as going to Twitter or Instagram or listen. None of that's valid information. If you're gonna get, but almost all of their facts come offline anyway. How am I supposed to know what source you got those facts from? Because nobody goes to the L word anymore, library. And uses encyclopedias and periodicals and books.
Oh, hold on. In the I remember in the back of those books, right? Remember them little letters? All that little
clip
writing,
notes,
the clip notes, and they would tell you where they
The index.
Oh,
That's
the
what
index.
it's called, the index.
yeah, that one, right?
Yeah,
Where
index.
they tell you where they got their resource from. Oh, my bad.
A lot of them books actually had definitions of words.
What word, sir?
Any words that you see a word in the book and you be like, huh?
Scroll back to the back
you
of it and look at it,
I'm
and then
like,
come
I
back
don't
to
know
it.
what that word is. I don't know what truthfulness means. Go to the back of the book and it'll give you a definition instead of just making up stuff or
On the
going to
fly.
the Urban Dictionary online to figure it out.
Or one thing what I used to do, because I'm that old, going to the library, I have two books. One book be the book I'm reading with the Webster book. So instead of going back and forth from the book, I just open the Webster. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, then keep reading. Hold up.
What's that seems something similar like the library, because the library starts at I don't know why, correct?
Yeah.
It does.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what does that word? It starts with a D and ends with a Y. What's that word called again?
Dictionary.
Oh,
Dictionary.
crap! I didn't know that was a. Oh, are those still available?
Still available.
I don't know. I think they're becoming
Well, there's still
myths.
libraries, and listen. I challenge anyone who's listening today, tomorrow, or whatever next year you hear this episode. Make sure you take your kid to a library and show them where it's at, so they can understand the pain that you had to go through. So when you ask them to do schoolwork,
Don't say pain. That make it sound bad. No one wants to go to pain.
okay,
The joy of learning that you might have used to have.
There we go. You show your kids the joy of learning of how many steps you have to do to figure something out. You had to go to the library, and there was a section too. If you're looking for certain books, whatever, you had to go to the little middle area, pull the drawer open up. Okay, it's in the book in this aisle. It's in aisle L358. You had to go L358. Oh, there's the book, and find it.
Yeah. I know we sound crazy, but the point being is nowadays for myself, that's why I call it a truce. Pulling it back on track is that I've been having conversations based on what I would consider reasonable, researchable facts. And yet a lot of my personal relationships are falling apart because you can't introduce what I call reasonable, researchable facts into this delusion that most people of the other half of our gender tend to live in. And it's just getting outrageous, brother. I mean, you can't talk about religion because if you are religious, let me inform you, ladies, you might want to read the sections about what you're supposed to do in that book. You might not like it because it goes against everything you actually doing.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, reproductive rights. You might want to reevaluate everything you've heard about reproductive rights because there's no inherent fairness in what y'all are saying.
Yeah, there's no move to Texas, ladies.
Huh?
There's no move to Texas.
Oh no, you bet. Hey, you might be about to lose that up front, which I don't know what the world gonna look like. Better check your Supreme Court. 6-3 ain't a good look. What that just a little bit. Housing, homelessness, all this fight for equality and fight for women's rights. You guys are unbalancing the scales in ways it just ain't fair to nobody, and certain people are getting tired of it.
I'll just throw this out there as a monkey wrench, right?
Okay.
Because, they probably listen to us and hear about us crying, complaining about X, Y, Z, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, just think about this. Because most of y'all ladies are raising young boys of your own. So, things that we're speaking about and talking about is something that they want to deal with. And if you really care about your son like most of y'all do, you should think about the actions that you do today because it's going to affect them later on. Mic drop. Hold up. You know what I mean? Because, they'll say, I saw a post. I love social media. I saw a post, women were quick to say all men dogs, right? All men are dogs, right? And then when they have a son, like, oh, well, not my son. The guy like, no, that little puppy over there, he ain't no good neither.
He's a puppy.
He a puppy, but he'll still be a man too. So think about that stuff. Cause
he won't be a man, he'll be a dog.
Right.
That's what we're labeled as.
Right. And we know it's not all. We know it's not absolute. But these rules and regulations that's being presented out there, and a lot of these young boys and men are really paying attention to what's going on in the world and not seeing that, hey, the world don't really care about us. It just it's getting to a sad part. And that's why you see it's a point now where you talk to young men, not men, or young teenager boys who about to go into manhood. A lot of them are really smart. They're smarter than us. Someone watching, for example, watching Kevin Samuels. Like, you watch him? I'm surprised you ain't watching Dragon Ball Z, nothing like that. When I was your age, I was like, video games, Dragon Ball Z, girls, whatever. These guys are watching these guys on YouTube and whatever that's telling them and educating about women in the future. Because a lot of these men are losing in 2021. And these young boys are paying attention. So,
yeah.
Hey, I'm calling Truce. I'm just putting it out there.
Hence why a lot of young men are starting to leave home earlier. They choose the military or they choose a craft or a trade. Because for one, they're realizing you want me to go to college and be in debt like you are 250, 300,000 grand. And when I could be up, if I go to the military, could they pay for my education? Or I could pick up a trade and I don't have that $250,000 debt. I'm up $250,000. So a lot of them are learning. That's why a lot of young men, black men especially, are doing these podcasts. They're doing these jokes on YouTube and on Twitter and Instagram because they're getting monetized. Mm-hmm. So before they're even 21, 22, they already understand the functionality of money. Because you're not teaching them that.
Nope.
Because most women, what they do, they spend.
And he said most, not all. He said most. He is very articulate what he said. Most. Continue.
Yep. Oh well, I co-sign that. See, that's once again, my son. If you don't want to go to college, you don't have to, because I believe in trades. I believe in certifications.
Yes.
You can become an electrician without a college degree. You
Facts.
can HVAC tech without a college degree.
Facts.
I'm an electrician, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, and once again, they make money. They make real money.
And they'll never get, like, there'll never be a
Shortage.
thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you. There'll never be a shortage of electrician, mechanic, all those things, because we need those things to survive in the world.
Yep. And
Hey.
you can't. And I'll just say this: you can't get rid of those jobs. No robot is going to be running the electrical wire up on the cable.
Nope.
No robot is going to be coming into the house fixing a HVAC problem. They might be able to just come in and pull it out, but they can't just say, "Oh, I need to repair this duct." You can't get a robot to come do that yet. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even plumbing. Once again, using the backhoe to dig up the ground and make sure you don't. No robot's going to be doing that. That's going to be a human for the foreseeable future. So all these, I'm on that side. I'm done. I work in corporate America, but if I had it to do over, I don't think I would have got it. I don't think I'd have did this. I would have really kept my hands on the ground, because sometimes life is happier. Corporate America is hard. And all y'all ladies running out getting these college I got a gripe. Boy, I got a gripe.
let it fly.
Oh my God. College degree. So a young lady that I knew, I haven't spoken to. I went to her high school graduation, but I haven't seen her in years. She just graduated, just found out she got married. God bless. She is literally 23, I think, 23 or 24. You know, I just found this out yesterday. Okay, so she went to school for 4 years. Guess what she got? Guess what she does for a living now?
Customer service?
No. She in her profession.
Oh, okay. What's the profession?
Oh, that's amazing, because that don't usually happen though.
Oh, it does happen. If you're a teacher.
Oh.
I'm like, she got $72,000 in student loans to be a teacher.
Is her end goal to be a college professor?
No.
She wants to become a principal?
I don't know what her end goal is.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, no.
You spent $72,000 to get a job that starts at 38. Maybe 38 if you're lucky.
It depends where you live, too.
Yeah.
Depends where you live and where you at.
You got twice. Bruh, we did the math last week
Oh, yeah.
as far as how
Math
much it
wins.
costs. You know what? Honestly, you're going to pay $10 a month for every $1,000 in student loans you have. So, ergo, $72,000 in student loans. $10 a month per $1,000 means you have a monthly payment of your student loan, $720 on average. Where are you going to get $720 to pay toward a student loan if you're a teacher? That $720 a lot. That's a lot. You make $38,000. What's 700? Let's say 800. It'll be simpler. Well, 800 times 12, 96. You make $38,000 a year after taxes. You might bring home 30. You owe the student loan people almost 10,000. It's not a good look. You didn't do good math. You got a college degree to teach, and you can't do math. Can't stop.
The bomb part.
I would like that would be a hard yes. It's
Okay.
delicious.
All right, good. All right, continue.
But I'm just saying, because that's the point. I was all happy, but you got married. So obviously, I don't know. I don't know her husband. I don't know anything about the guy. I just know he a simp. You know why he a simp?
Why you simp?
Because you as an early 20-year-old just married somebody with $72,000 in student loans. You love her, but that was a very, very
Well, my thing is this:
bad financial decision.
did he know? See, I think that might be another topic. Things that you should really ask for or look into before getting into a serious relationship. Forget marriage, you should know this thing while you're dating. Because then once you date, then you might go to marriage. But while you're dating, you should know those things. If you are you still paying student loans? Because they say, yeah, okay, how much are you paying a month? And honestly, if somebody feels that's too personal, how's that too personal? But I could be inside of you with possibly not being with you ever again. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's a true invasion right there. I might be inside of you, never again, whatever. But if I'm with you for life, if we get married, that I need to know about. That might change the way how I navigate. And
I'm trying to be nice, man.
I know, right? It will play a role. Because if I'm dating you and we both working maybe the same company, whatever case may be, whatever, and I know that you have over $200,000 in student loans, yeah, you're fine, but I don't think you're that fine enough where I want to move forward, and I might handle myself totally different. And mind you, this go both ways, ladies, too. You want to make sure the guys doing the same thing. This go both ways, because one thing we talk about here, we want equals on both sides, not just one way. So the guys should know, women should know, so we all can make a better decision.
Well, once again, see how we all have to agree that the sky is blue.
But what the funny thing about it is that this generation now, and it goes, it's 50-50 or maybe 30-70. These young women,
definitely 37. I co-sign that.
Right, they're on this independent path where they feel like they don't need anything from us.
Yep. Which is why I'm calling a truce, because I'm tired of pointing out the fallacy in that statement. And then
because of that now, when they do meet a man, a young man, whether it be any race, they tend to use that independence thing as a stepping stone to make the man feel littler than they are, or they belittle him.
You mean shame and insult?
Shame. Yeah. Well, we can't use that because remember, we don't have no feelings, sir.
We don't?
No, because we're not supposed to be emotional in their eyes. We're not allowed to feel nothing.
I kind of do feel stuff though.
No, we all do.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just want to make sure.
No, we all do. I agree with you.
Be like
but I'm just saying to them, we're not supposed to have no feelings. We're just supposed to be like, you're supposed to be yes men. We're supposed to be whenever you need it, here it is, and that's it. And
that's why I'm tired of being the antagonist.
We're machines.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm calling it. That's the whole point. Is like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I did this. No, I mean, for us, right?
Are we going back to the numbers again, sir?
No, I'm gonna stop off numbers. I'm gonna go to my own anecdotal evidence with my children.
I just want to make sure, because remember, it's your opinion, and I don't want you to be deceiving anybody today.
How is the number of my opinion?
You like that one?
Pause. How is a number an opinion?
Because it's a number that you brought up.
Wait. How old are you?
Old enough.
I mean, if you don't give me a number. I'm not getting a bill. I'm gonna point something out.
I'm 34 years old.
Okay,
sir.
you 34. That's a number. In my opinion, you're 29.
Oh, see, exactly.
Or 76.
So, sir, you're making me. You don't think I'm old enough to do the things I do out here in these streets?
Yo, it's your opinion if you're old enough. See, like, listen.
I'm just saying that's how a lot of people think now.
You know, let me. Okay, I was somewhere else, but look, when my grandfather married my grandmother, hand on the Bible, my granddad was 17, my grandmother was, I want to say 16, when they got married back in like 40 something, when they got married. It was 1940 something. My granddaddy, he was grown and marriageable at 17. She was grown and marriageable at 16. Now you can't even trust your kids to drive a car at 16, let alone be grown and marriageable. You know, when my mother turned 18, she was expected to be able to move out the house and take care of her own family. That was my mother at 18. Nowadays, you can leave your kids on your insurance and benefits at work till they're 26.
Facts.
Well, I thought it was 24. They bumped it up.
I thought it was 20. You know what? That's a number. Look it up.
Right.
But I thought it was 26.
There's some clarity on that point just now.
Yeah. Okay. And once again, I'll admit that I could be wrong. Once again, I'm not infallible. If you got better facts, present them, and if it's factual, I'll work with them. I don't care. I change my opinion based on the facts. I do not change my opinion based on how I feel.
Oh.
Feelings is good.
But think about that. So my grandfather and grandmother were capable of being adults, responsible adults, raising 11 children. They stayed together from marriage until death. Honestly, my granddaddy did die 25 years before my grandmother because he was sick of this shit. But
He's joking.
I'm joking. But that's factual. He did, 25 years. I'm a long time. But man. So, but they stayed together. They raised 11 children.
Still together.
They put many, not all, but many of my aunts and uncles. No, I'm lying. They put my aunts through college. My uncles, not one of my uncles went to college.
They had to work.
They got jobs and went off and took care of their own family. The girls got to go to school. The boys went to work. See, that's factual. You can prove that, right?
Right.
Does that seem fair? Why do men have to always buck up and be? I'm not saying we shouldn't be strong,
right.
But why is that expectation for us to do some inhuman stuff, but the girls get the benefit of the doubt, and now it's being used against us? More women are in college than men. That's because more men are still out here taking care of business. Y'all get to be kids in college. You know what? Truce. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Nah, we cool.
No, red zone. Give us a second.
Listen, we saw it already. Remember, we gave everybody disclosure. So if you're watching us live, you hear us pause. We got the red zone up, and the team got an onside kick. Hey, it is what it is.
He dumb. Why he didn't turn his body side? Man,
listen, he can try to catch with his chest. Look, off his chest. Look at it.
No, that bounced off his shoulder, dude.
Yo, he wasn't even looking.
Look.
Why do?
Oh, he wasn't looking. Stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, I say like a Puerto Rican to the New York Puerto Rican. Stupid.
Oh man. But yes, back to business.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry. That was a game. That was a game break.
Yeah, it's a close game, 24-22. So the team, man, yes, it's a good game right here. But anyway.
So, but just what was I at?
I don't know where he was at. I'm sorry.
It was just the fact that once again, the girls got to go. My granddaddy paid for my aunts to go to college.
Right.
My uncles put in work. They had to go put in work. I don't think that was fair, but that was life. The problem being is that the fight for equality, that wasn't the question between my grandparents. They weren't fighting for equality. They saw an opportunity to advance their families. Mm-hmm. The boys were able to get out and earn a living. The girls, while not able to get out and earn a living, could go to college, and then maybe they could have.
Right.
Nowadays, you penalize people. Oh, he ain't as educated as I am.
But I made more money than you, though.
We ain't gonna go.
We'll stand for another topic.
Yeah, I mean, we can touch base. The point being is, once again, I'm calling a truce because I've come to the conclusion in a whole bunch of my conversations that I am not reaching the understanding that the sky is blue. Regardless of your personal preferences, my opposition is not willing to acknowledge even that the sky is blue. And that would take a lot of adult accountability and personal responsibility that for the rest of the year, I'm just going to concede you don't have it. We might have to pause the podcast.
No, Seth, I got... Ooh. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can close it out here anyway. I think we tackled it overall is that we're still calling the truth, but there's some things that are true, and I don't care how you feel about it. We have to come to a conclusion that at somewhere, regardless of the communication we're having, man or female, there has to be some truth in the conversation. You have to get a balance. Like, okay, maybe he's saying might be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it with a grain of salt, but we have to come to a place that if the sky's blue, the sky's blue. If we can't agree the sky is blue, then we can't have a conversation about nothing else.
Period.
Because whatever I say, you're not going to agree with.
basically.
Because if you're already offensed that the sky's not blue during the day, then I don't know what to tell you.
And
but go ahead. I'm done.
no,
I'm done.
no, I'm just adding because they'll be like, oh, it was a gray sky out there. The clouds were gray, but the sky itself was anyway. If we can't, we got to find this midpoint. Kev, I'm gonna throw some names out, make people mad, but Kevin Samuels, his conversation is pointing out the fact that we are not even agreeing on the color of the sky, and just because he has 1 million subscribers and we don't have 1 million, then y'all subscribe. Come on, like this stuff. The point being is, if you won't even meet us fair enough to say that these are some facts, we are not ever going to meet anywhere good, and we're gonna keep doing what we want to do. We can keep talking. Men are gonna always make their money. We don't have a choice. Working is what we do as a man. Even the spoiled brats that are being raised by a lot of these single mothers are still going to eventually buckle up and become the men they have to be to survive. But this competition with women, we can't keep doing this. You guys are going to have to agree to basic facts, or we're just going to end up with a whole bunch of light-skinned kids.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to the Chop team. Thanks for Seth of the Darchild and Chunky the Don coming in today and have a good conversation today.